solo.
And hello, welcome to Solo Playthroughs. We, woo, all right, rewind. Hello, welcome to Solo Playthroughs. I don't know what's going on. I'm like all distracted. My hat's not on straight. Things are just, we got problems. But we're going to make this work, kids. We too are going to power through with the power of Krang. I still love Krang, still my favorite of the mages. There's just something about this dude. Would help if I actually had his components on the table already, because I just forgot to do that. So no third camera today. I probably wasn't going to do the hand cam anyway. I just didn't want to deal with it. I mean, it's fine. I like it. I just probably won't always use it. As I was doing, pretty regularly. So we're just gonna go with the two cameras today, and basically, I don't know. My computer has a mind of its own. Like most of the time, it works. I restart it, I put it in, and whatever. But today, it's like, nope, can't do that camera today. So we're just gonna have the two cameras go a little old school and make that work. Sagitt's in the house. The scouting party has arrived. Of course, it has. For a second, it said live in 39 minutes, and I was almost worried. No, yes. My start time today is 11:39. DJ says, so hyped for this. My group of three started a competitive no player last night, and it's been a blast finally. Awesome. Greg, we don't know what's going on either. DJ says, Krang. Dursu, what's up, sir? Warlord Drake, my man, gotta go to work soon. Good luck. And DJ, we all know the cards. Who needs a hand cam? I have gotten so much mixed feedback about it. I get like, thank you so much, so I can follow along so much better, and I get, it doesn't add anything to your playthrough, stop doing it. So, yeah, it seems like if I'm making everyone unhappy, at some point, I'm probably doing some things right. Excellent, put that on a t-shirt. So, it is what it is. Make sure I have the right skill. I do have the cooperative skill over the competitive skill. We have all of our flags. We're going to put these suckers up here. So this is take 3 for Mind's Liberation. If it does not work, I'm going to do it one more time, and then I'm just going to just accept defeat. Ooh. Why is this so tight? Hold on. We're having issues. Video capture. Is this zoomed? Are you zoomed in, camera? No. No, you are not. Okay, let me do this. Oh, it's magic. That's too far out. What is happening? That looks weird. We'll zoom you out. Do I do it this far out? That looks really far out, guys. Yeah, that's crazy. What is going on with my computer, dude? Is it always like that? All right, maybe it's like that, and I'm just having a weird day. Yeah, I guess it must be that. Woof. Okay, we're good. We got there, so we'll just set it up like this. Checking out the chat. In my opinion, it adds clutter. It doesn't add more for us, but glad if it helps some folks, but too much work left alone. Mind's Liberation so hard, I rarely win. Yeah, I'm I've won it a few times. I think I did win the first 2 times I put it on the channel, so now, we're 2-0, 0-2 on the live streams for sure. Brian, good luck, Greg. May all your manticores be toothless. Oh, Sagitt, Brian's going after your manticores. You guys might have to have a little bit of fight about that. And this Zoom looks right, says Jesus. Warlord Drake, the angle should be 78. I mean, I'm new at this, guys. I've never streamed Mage Night before, so woof. Yeah, thanks, Dersu. Yeah, we got there. I was like, why does that look? It just looked really far away. I guess I could probably zoom in a little bit more from the 78 with the log with the brio, but yeah, this is fine. This will work. I dig it. And then we have Sagittarius says careful there, Brian, and D just says laugh out loud. Drake, no, Drake is on point. For those who don't know, Drake has his own YouTube channel. I don't. We did a two-player. Yeah, Drake is also the designer of the Return of Apocalypse scenario. We did a two-player playthrough of that. I understand the audio came through all wonky. I'm not sure if just whoever published that. By the way, someone find out. I can no longer comment in the Mage Night board game Facebook group, and I was gonna reach out to Les, but I couldn't find a way to do that. So like, I don't know what's going on. So I don't know if they just put a restriction against channels commenting, but I saw Jay Plays was in there still, or maybe like I don't know. Maybe I made someone upset. I don't realize it. I don't know, but I'm like I was super active in that group, and now I can go in and I can like things, but I can't comment. So I don't know if I've been banned. Like no one ever told me like not to post my playthroughs there. Like I don't know what's going on. So I digress. But I thought about that. I don't know. I thought about that. There was a reason why that came into my head. I just was. It wasn't like take a time to rant. Although I am not beyond that. What's going on? Brian laughs. Maybe Sagittarius says maybe they really love Shield Bash. And D just Drake, is there a way to chat with you about scenario design, or is there a channel for solo playthroughs to discuss? Ooh, that's good. Yeah, I mean, Drake probably has an email address right on his YouTube channel that you could probably reach out. I do not have a Discord channel. I have thought about setting one up. Adam Smith from Rolling Solo has encouraged me to set one up, but I'm old, man. I'm too old for these newfangled Discords and such. What is this? What is Discord? Discord's bad. I don't want to have Discord. I just want to live at peace with everybody. All right, we're gonna put this thing up here, and we're gonna shuffle up the advanced actions. Advanced actions are good. So yeah, it's crazy because I remember when I was really struggling with Volcara's Return in my live streams when I was playing that on Volcara's Quest on my live streams, and it had been a while, and I was like, all right, my approach is off. The timing between the second night and the third day, I was doing things a little weird. There really is no better approach for Mind's Lib. I mean, it's just really hard. Like you need a lot of things to come together to really have a chance. The way the tiles come out, I got off to such a brutally slow start in my last two playthroughs that hopefully that won't happen today, where hopefully I can get the hand I need right off the bat and start getting on our merry way, hopefully liberate a mine in that very first round. DJ says perfect, thanks much. Such don't think much. Sag says at peace with everybody, Manticore's included. And DJ says no Discord when Ventrilo server. Warlord, of course, no problem. Look for Drake Seaward on Discord or in Extremis. Leave a comment or a contact info on my YouTube channel. Fantastic. All right, this is going up here. Look at me making connections for the world to benefit from. We're gonna shuffle up Krang's little skills here. Krang still remains my pick for strongest mage in the game, and I just think he does everything so freaking well. And you need recruiting, you have ruthless coercion, you need crystals, you have savage harvesting, you need combat, you have just some really amazing skills. Battle frenzy, shamanic ritual again is another crystal thing. He just does freaking everything. You need wound management and healing. He's got a skill for that. Like, there's just a lot of cool things that he does. His ability to, he has that one skill where he just ignores the effects of the reputation track, which is pretty freaking awesome. What is that called? Arcane Disguise. So yeah, I'm just a big fan of what Krang does. How that's going to translate to Mind's Lib, where you get four rounds. The strength of a mage really starts to come out in rounds 5 and 6 when you have a bunch of skills and such. Again, I think the thing that makes Mind's Liberation so hard is the lack of the Blitz rules. Now, I know Dursu did a playthrough where he added the Blitz rules, and I think that would probably, I think if Vlada's designing this today, he probably would go to do that, right? Where you start at 1, you start at the +1 over here. Every time you jump a scenario, or every time you do a level up, you get an additional fame. You have 1 extra die in the source. You have 1 extra unit in the offer. I think that would really balance the scenario a lot better. I haven't explored it, but the official rules says no, so we're not going to do that. Sorry, I'm going to try to get on top of a couple of things. Sarah and I have a bunch of things going on this weekend, so I will need to check my phone a little bit more than is ideal for a live stream. Gonna shuffle up my regular units. Well, Jay, thanks for the shout out. Says Durso, I'm sorry you got blocked and restricted over our Facebook group. We'll ask for income. Thank you. Sajid, I think I lost 4 straight with Krang in this scenario. Then I lost 2 with Arethia. My Mage Knight mojo is at a low. Chef Irish, hello. Been watching our Mage Knight vids for a while. Have really enjoyed your content. And this is the first time I'm catching it live. Thank you for all your entertainment and keep up the great work. Thank you, Chef Irish. Ireland is one of the favorite places in the world for my wife. She actually lived there for a few years as a child. I think we're hoping to go back in a couple of months. So knock on a little wood in front of me, and hopefully that can actually come together. Sajit, Minds Lib did not get the solo treatment with 2 players. The balance is fine. Ooh, that's super interesting, and also makes a lot of sense. I can see that. I can definitely see that. All right, this goes here. You know what I need to do? I'm actually hanging out with my friend Tony this weekend, who's a big Mage Knighter. Well, I still want to play this game competitively once because I'm super curious. You know, but obviously the friends that I just taught the game, like, it's not really a good here. Let's play competitively against me and you. It's not going to be very fun. But Tony actually, I think, would give me a run for my money. So I think we're gonna hopefully try to hook that up, or we'll do the Volcari's Banishment fan made scenario, which Thomas, one of my patrons, Thomas, kind of let me know about a few months ago. Really love that scenario. It's bananas hard, and you have to control 3 mages, but it works well with Tony and I. Where I'll control 1, he'll control the other, then we'll work together to control the 3rd. In 2011, solo gaming was really not a thing. Yeah, that's the amazing thing. You know, again, so many of these great solo. I mean, Maze Knight, even Spirit Island, like the solo mode was kind of an afterthought, like the true solo stuff. Where, like, you know, this game was not designed for solo. It was just, you know, he just kind of stumbles into the greatest solo game of all time, or up there, arguable. I don't know. Put a pin in that one. We'll come back and discuss this in April. My next top 10 list in April. Still have some interesting decisions to make on that one. So set up for Minds Lib. Where's the? I think it's 7 countryside tiles total. So yeah, set up for Minds Lib. We're gonna have the 4 tiles that have the mine. So we have a white, the tile with the white mine, the tile with the red mine, the tile with the green mine, tile with the blue mine. I'm going to shuffle up the other countryside tiles from the base game. Again, I do not have the Lost Legion tiles in here. And we're going to take 3 more off the top, just like that. We're going to take the red city tile, has to be in play. Remember, that has the red mine. And then we're going to take the core non-city tiles. The one that has the blue mine, the one that has the white mine, the one that has the green mine. We're going to shuffle these up. The white mines, it's funny about it, because I was taking a look at, like, the locations of these mines. Again, a lot of in the core tiles, a lot of the mines are toward the southern part of the tile, and then you have the red mine, which is right in the middle. The core tiles, you have 1 mine at the bottom. I think the white, every time I've won this scenario, it's probably been I've caught in the white mine, because it comes out like right there or right there, and that's, wait, how's that? Yeah, it comes out like right there, and that's a beautiful situation for you. The green mine's not awful, but now you got a dragon to contend with. The blue mine is terrible, and I think the last playthrough I had the blue mine, because now you have to, or was it the first playthrough where I went through the keep, got to the blue mine, and just didn't have the movement to get back. So you really have to try to think about how you're setting these tiles out to give you a chance to win for sure. Dejas, I missed that. Wait, hold on. Just do it, Greg. We love it, but it took forever to get us all educated enough, and it feels amazing. 2 players, 3 players, comp, no PvP. I missed that. What scenario did you want to play against? Tony, 3 mages each? No. Good question. It's, you have to control 3 mages communally. It's a scenario balanced for 3 mages. So if you're playing with 2, you're still controlling 3 mages. If you're controlling with true solo, you gotta, or solo, you have to have 3 mages. I played it once with 3 players. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, it's called Volcair's Banishment. Thomas sent me the link. I think if you Google it, you'll stumble across it. I think there's a file on BGG for it, but it's basically all 4 cities and Volcair's camp. It's just nuts, and the scaling is super cool. There's a little bit of backstory to it, which I like, a little bit of flavor, so it's really good. Sages is arguable and shall be argued. Chef Irish, my friend group, Hearned and Hawed, to let me teach this game after playing solo for a while, and we played a 4-player game, and they loved it so much they all bought their own editions. Awesome. I'm on in the middle of an 18-round fan scenario right now. Woof! 18 rounds, dear God. Like, you have the entire advanced action deck in your hand by the end of that, right? That's crazy. Super cool. So let me get a die. I'm going to roll a d6. All right, the middle one comes out, and then we'll have those 2 at the bottom. So here is our terrain deck, and I will be super OCD, and I'm going to... Sorry for anyone who struggles with. I feel like it's 2023, man. Like, I'm so like I'm not. No offense to anybody who really struggles with OCD. I'm not trying to make light of the situation. All right, disclaimer done. I'm gonna shuffle these 2 tiles. I'm gonna roll the die. So there's a 6. There's a 4. I have these 7 tiles, and I will roll the die because, again, where the mines come out is hugely important. So we have our D8 here. I have a 1 that will go there. 6 left. Bam. We have a 4. We have 2, 4 left. That's a thing. Nope. 3, a 3, and ding ding. Excellent. Here is our terrain deck, and I'll put this off the screen down hither. All right. Put that over there. So we're going to set up our initial starting tiles. Initial starting tiles is redundant. That's right. I just wanted to be super amazingly thorough. And that's interesting. We have the red mine there, which is good. I don't hate that, but we just understand that, again, like you just don't want to put a tile and have to waste movement. So again, the rest of the tiles with the mines are going to be near the bottom. But remember, we have 2 countryside tiles in here that won't have any mines at all. But this gives me something to shoot for. I mean, if I can liberate that red mine in the first day, that could be a very excellent start. So we're going to put a rampaging orc face up over here. It is a prowler. I think that's what he is. I'm not even going to look it up. Saget will tell me if I'm wrong. Which I appreciate him for. We're going to put that sucker over here. We're going to put a rampaging orc over here. And then we're going to set up the mine. So the rampaging orc here, other skirmishers. The mine has been taken over by monsters, and we're going to have to put a face-down monster who's hiding in the mine, but then he has a little friend who's kind of like standing at the entrance of the mine, who we can kind of see, and that is another prowler. Additionally, we have to set up our offers. The initial unit offer is Northern Monks, the Guardian Columns, and the Shock Troops. Ooh, love the Shock Troops. Do I have a recruiting opportunity anywhere? I was thinking if I can go to that village to try to recruit, but alas, none of those can be recruited in a village. That's unfortunate. Starting spell offer is Fireball. Ugh, chill. Would love to get Fireball. I just don't see how the heck I'm going to get into that desert. That's not going to happen. And Mist Form, not the greatest of spells. And then here we have Rush of Adrenaline, Regeneration, and Crushing Bolt. And what I'm going to do is move some stuff out of the way and then make room for the dummy player stuff. All right, we have Arethia's deck over here. Again, it doesn't matter. I could have 16 pieces of paper as long as they're all 4 of the different colors, 4 of each. I'm going to roll for my dummy player skills. So I have Norawas, the Tesla enemies. So Norawas, Arethia, Bravelar, Goldix, Wolfhawk, and Tovi. That's what his friends call him. And Arethia's skills. Arethia is like, you have my D deck, you have to use my skills too. And I'm more than happy for that. That could be a really strong combo. I mean, I like Krang's skills so much, I doubt I'm going to need Arethia's skills, but I definitely don't hate having the options. I'm going to take the cooperative skill, put this off to the side, proxy in the competitive skill. And that's fine. 9, 10. All right, Deejus, ooh, thank you. My group has 3, and we may try that. We might try that. Got it. We'll check up BGG. It's co-op or co-op competitive. It is co-op. Aman, what 18 round? Oh my god, it's hard enough to get my roommates to be 6 rounds. Sajid, last time I checked, the mines come out of the ground. I don't know what I said, but I'm sure that makes sense. Aman solo, haha, left it out over a couple days. Have to use every talent, conquer 4 cities in Bulgaria. You just, oh, nice. And yeah, 18 rounds sounds more doable than 3-player 18 rounds. James, oh, trek through the desert. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. And Sajid, oh, yeah, mix in a Valley Necropolis and you have a whole shebang. Oh, yeah, I've heard about scenarios that do that. The campaigns that do that. Like, you basically have 7, big things that you're trying to conquer. That's nuts. These, I don't know, Krang. Can you hold his minis to the counter if you get a sec? For sure. Are any of the fan-made heroes knights balanced enough to use in the mix with the stock ones? Seen some on BGG, but haven't tried them. Yeah, I haven't. It's tough, man. Fan-made stuff. I mean, really, I think other than Dursu's, scenario, I haven't really done much with fan-made, and that was a patron challenge, and I really liked it. It's just so hard. There's so little time and so many things I'm just trying to get on the channel anyway, that the fan-made thing is definitely a little bit hard for me to explore. But yeah, Krang is an Orc Chaos Shaman. The one that comes in the Ultimate Edition, again, my focus is made for down here, so it does get a little out of focus as I pull it up. I don't like the painting on the Ultimate Edition. I don't know. It just looks a little bit more. People like really rag on the minis in Mage Knight. I rag on Bravelar. They're crazy. Bravelar is a piece of garbage. But I actually like the minis for what they are, like pre-painted minis. Thank you. Yes, yes, please. I think they did something weird with the coloring on the Ultimate Edition. I don't think he's as cool. But yeah, I love Krang, man. Krang has been one of my favorite. Just probably been my most fun mages to play ever since I learned him. He's a little weird, like a lot of like the puppet master skill is really strange. Master of Chaos skill is really strange, but once you get the hang of what he's doing, oof, really, really strong. So super interested to see how this plays out today for sure. So shuffling the D deck for Arethia. Remember, the red city, when we unearth it, will be friendly, so we'll put a shield on it. If we're next to it, we have +1 to card draw, and then we will potentially be able to go in there and take the benefits of the red city, but that would be 12 influence for an artifact. Probably not meant to be, especially at that point of the game. We will be very short on turns, most likely, and not really have one to spend on interaction. So taking Arethia's thing here, Arethia's starting inventory is going to be 2 reds and a white. I'm going to pause this real quick. Fair, thank you, says Deegis. There is one female hero, says Sajid, who is also part of the Tabletop Simulator, but the skills are kind of weird. Deegis, oh, he's like a tribal Ninja Turtle with that bright green. I saw that on TDS, but didn't try it out. Saj, how have you? Jester, what's up, sir? What's up? Howdy, guys. Hope all is well. Sajid tried once, but most of my plays are with the physical copy. Deegis is sup, Jester, liberating some minds or dying trying. Yeah, probably the latter, but oh, shut the heck up. I froze. Damn it. Let me see if I can salvage this. I froze. So you guys can hear me, I'm assuming. This is so bad. Not frozen here. Frozen on my end. Yeah, for sure. All right, I unfroze the one. Can I get back the other? These are the questions. Who thinks I can get it back? So, yeah, the board game camera froze. Yeah, the board game camera definitely froze. All good here? What? Well, now I lost my camera. Yeah, the board game camera definitely went black. I did that because I thought everything was frozen. I was like totally frozen. I couldn't see anything. I should be able to get this back though. So, bear with me. Video camera. Troubleshoot chit chat. Yeah, excellent. All right, so we're gonna delete this. Yes, and then we're gonna add it. Video camera capture. Add existing. Nope, not there. Oh, that's bad. Yes. Yes, why are you doing this? And if I go to stop it, it's going to tell me. I might have to restart, guys. This is such garbage. I hate when this happens. All right, what's going on? Not frozen. We can hear and see you. Not frozen here. It's him. Unless he means the board cam froze. So if Irish, I'll get here. Now the board cam went black. Come for the Mage Night for the troubleshooting chit chat. You can just play. We will believe your play-by-play. We'll use our mind's eyes to watch. Maybe it's night in Maze Night Land. There's some super cool effects Solo has. Oh, it's so garbage. I mean, I can get the camera. There's got to be a way to salvage this, but I just can't. I haven't figured it out yet. And I maybe I think it's OBS is like nope, nope. Add existing. If I do this, okay, Loggy Brio. Ooh. I think we got it. What? That's not centered right. Settings, configure video. Resolution type. Woof. All right, we're getting there. Where's my ugly mug? There it is. Can I move this to the front? Lock preview, transfer order, move up. There we go. This is how the sausage is made, kids. I don't need to restart, which makes me rather happy. And scene. Excellent. It's like it never happened. All right. As you said, they got darker. Jester was a wizard, clearly. Describe the game like an old school text adventure. Well, at least if you restart, you will be done with setup. No worries if we need to restart, it happens. I started the GoFundMe page for solo so we can finally buy the Ultimate Edition Mage Knight. Small Camp showed up. Oh, Tiny Board is back. Well, yes, but no. OBS Insane Mode is the hardest challenge yet. Speedrun OBS any day. All fame all day. I'll let you guys go back and read who wrote what. But yes, awesome. Well, that was successful. The first ever solo playthrough saved the live stream in the middle of it. But yeah, I definitely froze on my end. So I'm assuming you guys are about 30 seconds behind, just judging from the time delay that we have here. So I'm not sure I'd be able to figure that out again, but it worked this time. So easy, never didn't have it. Awesome. So let's get started before anything else can go wrong. I'm gonna draw my opening hand. I'll put it in my card. Oh, never mind. We have improvisation. Dude, if I get all movement and no attack, I guess it doesn't matter. Like, oh, I wish there was something I could recruit in the village. And the crazy thing is, if I kill the friggin' skirmishers, it won't give me a level up. So this is like kind of a bad situation. These guys are easy. Oh, I need to roll the dice in the source. I did not roll those. There was 2 black there, so I couldn't have rolled those. A gold, a white, and a white. I would love a swiftness because then I could knock him out in the ranged phase. And I did not get a swiftness. Woof. Oh, man. I mean, it's 6 movement into here. I didn't get Savage Harvesting. I had nothing that's going to give me, like, crystals. This is a garbage hand. Why the heck? Do I rethink this? I think I rethink this, man. I mean, I'm not doing planning or great start. I'm just doing rethink. I need a better hand than this. I mean, although the movement, I mean, I could try to get lucky. If I move 6, that's probably the right idea. I move 6, and then I'm drawing 2 more cards. I keep improvisation. I keep determination. I could great start this. If I take planning, that's probably better. I move 6. I take planning. I get there. We're going to try this. I'm going to do planning. Source is not correct, by the way. You need to re-roll. Thank you, Dad Sergeant. Nothing to recruit village. No way to get a keep yet. Recruiting is going to be tough day 1. I know. Everything's going to be tough. It's the way this works. I'll just have this half off the screen. That will work. All right. So rolling for Arethia. She rolls a 2. Urgh. Why? Why do they always go first? All right, dang. I had a 40% chance of me going first, but alas, the 60% came in like a champion. A champion. So Arethia is first. We're going to reset our riddle round tokens. And white. Don't be red. If it's red, I quit. It's white. All right, 1 more card. A red comes off the top of the deck. My turn. I'm going to just move with the gold. I'll put the gold on the stamina or the march. I'll let you guys choose. I'll just do this. It's on one of those 2. I have move 6, and yoink, I'll move it to there. If I move here when I enter there, I'm going to have to deal with the skirmishers. I don't want to deal with those jerks. I'm just going to go there. I'm going to re-roll this die. It's a blue. Don't mind that. And now I draw 2 more cards plus a planning, and I would love 1 swiftness. I'm ordering 1 swiftness, bartender. Please make it happen. Remember, planning gives me 3 cards. That's not a swiftness. That's not a swiftness. A swiftness! Yes! All right. Super. Good. I'm excited. I feel this is my day, guys. Arethia. It's a white. It's a white. It's a green. Perfect. My turn. Woof. So I need move 3. I don't have access to a green, but concentration will give me another mana. I have no movement. I guess I use improvisation to move. Do I get rid of my heal card, which seems a little dangerous? I take care of him in the range attack phase, which is nice. Remember, gold mana can't be used in the mines. Mostly just saying that out loud as a reminder to myself because I have a habit of forgetting these things. Yeah, man, it's fine. I guess I get rid of my heals. I know I'm not taking any wounds from that dude. There's an outside chance that I can get that attack 6 would be enough to kill the monster. The problem is, I'm probably not blocking the monster anyway. Or do I try to block the monster? I take the blue, I do determination, I take no wounds. That's probably a better idea. I think this gives me the more options by spending the tranquility with improvisation. I'll do the move 3 that way. So I move 3. I could draw 2 more cards though. You know, I have determination. I hope that I can block it. If I take some wounds, I mean, it's Mind's Liberation. It's bound to happen. So I will attack on my turn. Oh, it's Shadow. That's like the worst case scenario because I won't be able to block it or kill it. But the good thing is only giving me 2 wounds. So we're going to go to the range attack phase. I'm going to power swiftness with the white. We've killed the prowlers. We go to the block phase. I have not a chance of blocking this dude. Planning's gonna help negate the wounds too, so that's like helpful. The problem is I kill the prowlers, that's still not gonna give me a level up. So remember, Shadow has a cold fire attack of a 4, so it's gonna be 8 physical block to block it, or 4 cold fire block. And then if you don't block it, it's gonna be 8 to kill it. If you do block it, it's only 4 to kill it in the melee phase. It does have arcane immunity, however, so anything that would reduce its armor, anything that would, anything that would say it doesn't attack, none of that applies to it. One of the best ways to deal with Shadow is you have a way to reduce attack. So if I was able to get the shock troops, that's awesome. Because again, if you reduce something down to 0, it does count as fully blacked. Wolf, interesting tactical choice averted to Sagitt. DJ says, yeah, take planning. Maybe spend turn 1 getting into position for turn 2 is probably better than rethink. Saved by the swiftness. Nice. Dave Zoe, that's 1 dead orc mob. DJ's healing is for people who don't draw swiftness when they need it. And Sagitt, you may also risk waiting. Yeah, I thought about that, but I don't think I was killing. I really wanted to see what the monster was. I think that information is better. Like spending another turn here, I don't know. It wouldn't have been worth it, I don't think. Now I get the source refreshed, which is good. Let the orcs live and kill the shadow. That's an interesting thought. The problem is it's another wound. And if I'm gonna have the same cards in my hand. I think I'd rather take 1 less wound, and then planning is basically going to allow me to negate 1 wound and I draw 1 more card. But I do like the thought. But I think if I can roll a green, especially, I mean, that's attack 6, that's attack 8. I think this is the best way. So the shadow lives. The shadow lives. So he goes there. This dude's dead. A whopping 2 fame. I don't get any reputation increase. And mind you, remember, this is not a fortified site, so I could not voluntarily choose to bring the skirmishers in, even if I pull like an amazing hand. That dude's out. We're going to re-roll the source. It's a blue. Bam. I'm drawing. Oh, I got 2 wounds from the shadow. I can't forget that. I do draw 1 more card because I do have planning. It is stamina. I'm probably going to take 2 more wounds. It is no way I'm blocking this dude. I can block him, but then I wanted the attack 4. So it's funny, it's the same amount of wound. No, because if I killed him last turn, I take 1 more wound. It would have been the same amount of wounds. Because if I killed the shadow last turn, I would have taken 4 wounds plus 1 for the next round. Now I'm taking 2 wounds and then 2 wounds the next round. So yeah, the wounds kind of work out the same. So it should be 3 wounds plus 1. So I would have gotten 4 wounds either way, no matter which one I killed. These 2 go in my discard pile. Arethia, blue, red, blue, red. Yikes! Why? Why do you do this to me? You freaking are the worst. So Arethia has 4 cards left. 1, 2. So all her whites are out. A 50% chance I will get 1 additional turn, and then a 50% chance she's going to declare end of round a turn sooner. But I think I just kill the shadow. I take the wounds. I probably do a rest turn, and then we go from there. So shadow, I can't block you. Your cold fire attack is too much for my crangness, and now I need 8 attack. I will. Oh, can I not? I can't even get 8 attack. I don't have a red. Hold on. I can't get 8 attack with this hand? That's so stupid. I can get 7. Oh, that's amazing. And by amazing, I mean awful. Wow. That's so bad. I'm not drawing well in this game, kids. I think I need to rest. Get these wounds out of my deck. I'm going to have to rest this turn or next. Might as well do it this one. Rest! Oh, that's my only... I guess I have Savage Harvesting left. Rest! It is what it is. I draw 3 more cards. We get a Swiftness. We get Crystallize, and we get Mana Drop. Arethia's turn. Red, blue, green. Yes, Arethia is going nice and slow. All right, now we're going to attack Shadow. Now Shadow's going to give me the 2 wounds that I thought he was going to give me last turn. And now, so I still have Savage Harvesting. I still have Ruthless Coercion. So I have like the Krang special cards here, and I think I have one more. The heck's the rest of my hand? What's the rest of my hand? Savage Harvesting. Oh, and I have another March. And I have one more card on top of that. It's not Threaten. There's a white card. Nope. Yeah, there's a white card I'm missing. What's the 4th white card? Swiftness, mana draw. I've only played this game 3 billion times, guys. This is driving me nuts. Swiftness, mana draw. Oh yeah, Promise. So I have a bunch of influence cards that aren't going to be all that helpful, but they'll work pretty well with Savage Harvesting because I could discard them and get some crystals, assuming I can move far enough. All right, so I took the 2 wounds from this dude. Now I need 8 attack. I will get this white for attack 3. I'm going to use concentration to get a red mana. I'm going to power Rage for attack 4, and then we have Determination for attack 2 more. So that's attack 9. That's enough to kill the Shadow. These 4 cards were used. Those 2 cards were not. That's going to give me a reputation because I finally liberating the mind. And then I'm going to get 4 fame that gets me from 2 up to 6. Booyah. And then my turn, since I end on a liberated mind, I do get a red crystal. I'm going to roll this die. It is a white. Let me get my reward, and then I will do my level up. Those 2 wounds stay in my deck. And that's that. So my reward, I guess there wasn't, I'm sorry, no reward. I'm going to get my level up because I leveled up. So let me look at my top 2 skills. We have +1 movement every turn, which could be super helpful. And then we have Puppet Master. So Spirit Guides, once a turn, move 1, and you may add +1 to a block of any type in the block phase. Or Puppet Master, once a turn, either keep 1 enemy when you defeat this turn, or discard 1 previously kept enemy token. I think the +1 move every turn could be more helpful in this scenario. So I'll go with that. Let the orcs. Well, James says, all right, let's go then. James O says, wound cards count for planning, right? It's been a while since I played. Yes, they do. Rules by Rambleshanks. Yes, I think the wounds negate planning. The wounds that do not negate planning. The wounds count for planning. Oh, the ones negate. I think, yeah. I think I know what you're saying now. Yeah, but the wounds do count for planning, and it has to be that way because in a competitive game, you wouldn't want your opponent to know that you have nothing but wounds left in your hand. You've only had 2 cards left. So again, you just think about number of cards in hand. Planning will stir trigger. So you can have, if you have 2 cards left and they're both wounds, you're good. Sagitt, they do count as cards for planning. And then Sagitt says rest or kill orc. And D just says rage and march. Promise. Promise. It is promise. Excellent. So I'm going to now get a card from the source. Ooh. The source is not amazing. I think Crushing Bolt makes some sense. I think range attack is super helpful. Regeneration is tempting for sure. I don't have... Yeah, I think getting green crystals could be super helpful. So I'll take Crushing Bolt and we'll add that there. I draw to my hand limit +1 because of planning. And Savage Harvesting in the house. I do wish I had I can get a green from this. Wow, it's super self-defeating. That's fine. I should just be able to load up with some crystals. This goes out. Then I have this move +1. I do add one of Arethia's skills to the offer. Oh, motivation. That's sick. Motivation and a red mana. All right. Arethia is declaring end of round next turn, so I have 2 turns left. I want to get a bunch of crystals. I still have a march. I'm only have move 2. That's unfortunate. And if I move this way, guess what? I'm getting attacked by the skirmishers. So I really need move 3. How can I get 2 crystals out of this? This way. So I'm going to move 2, move 3. Nope, I had to move 3 from this. Excellent. So move 3. Move 2. Once this turn, when you move space, discard a card. You may discard a card to gain a crystal of the same color. If you choose an artifact, you may choose the color. So I'm going to move 3. When I moved into there, I'm going to discard a mana draw to get a white crystal. I'm going to play Crushing Bolt to get a green crystal. And then I'm going to use Crystallize to get a blue crystal. Look at me. I'm super crystallized. And now I have these 2. That's the end of my turn. I'm going to roll that. Remember, I got the move 3 from that skill. That worked really well with Savage Harvesting. Got me into the jungle while it's still night. I wish I would have rolled a green once this round, but that didn't happen. I drew to my hand limit +1. Ruthless Coercion and Promise. Super awesome. And Planning is no longer applicable. Arethia declares end of round. Oh, did I guess I already had my March, so I must have... Yeah, I must have been missing another Rage. Oh, yeah, right. March becomes Savage Harvesting. Of course. Right, I had a second Rage I never pulled. So what am I going to do? I'm going to... I have move 1 from this, so that if I can get up planes out here, I can potentially explore and move. I think I'm going to explore here. It's all a crapshoot, but if this happens to be like a mine down here, like I'll be super close to it. So that's fine. There would have been an argument to move there. No, I couldn't move there. If I moved there, I would have triggered a fight with the skirmishers, and that's awful. So I'm going to play 2 cards sideways. That gives me move 1 for each. So that's move 2. That's going to allow me to explore. I'm going to explore here. Remember, countryside tiles, they have to either be connected to 2 tiles or adjacent to a tile that's connected to 2 tiles. Core tiles you couldn't do this with. And interesting. Oh, that's... That's the worst case scenario. I mean, it's all random and luck, but like that's not a great tile for me. Because now it's move 5 to get to their next turn. Woof. I mean, in theory, I was going to put both of them out anyway. So it just came out in an unfortunate order. So I'm going to do this. I have moved 2 more. We do get a monastery. So I do miss burning down monasteries a little bit, not going to lie. So I'll put that over there. And so I had moved 4 total. I explored. I'm going to explore again. Yeah, I really wish that order was flip-flopped. Because this there would have been great. And then I get the blue tile there. So it's just a total crapshoot. That's gross. All right. Since I put this tile out first, I will put this Rampaging Orc out first. It is a digger. That is like just the pits, dude. That's so bad. We have an Orc Summoner. We're going to put a monster face down. I mean, just move 8 just to get into that puppy. I'm glad I have this extra movement, but yikes. Face down. We have another orc on top of that. Bags are falling apart. Remember your skill plus 1 move. Yes, explore again. Thanks. Got there. Appreciate the assist, and skirmishers are on top. So that's gross. I have a bunch of wounds over here. Let me get them off to the side before I start shuffling them into my D deck. Oh, that's like the blue mine being there is just not good. Not good at all. If this was swapped, I probably would have actually just put that there and then moved into it, tried to get to that village early next turn, and then I could kind of wrap around and try to do some funky things with the map to try to set myself up better for the core tiles. But that did not come out in a good order. All right, let's reset the offers. We put a red-green card into Arethia's deck. That ain't great. The Swift Bolt goes away. The new thing in the unit offer, I'll just put this up here, is Blood Ritual. I used to love Blood Ritual. I have not taken that card in quite a while. And then Ice Shield goes into the advanced action offer. The new units. First, we have Scouts! Saget, they're here! This would have been oh, I guess all my influence cards are at the bottom of my deck, so yeah, I wasn't able to it would have been interesting to go back if I had that offer, like what I might have recruited at the village for sure. Oh, we're also adding a red crystal to Arethia's inventory, so I added a red card and a red crystal. This is not gonna happen, kids. I'm not feeling bullish. Oh, the miners are so appreciative of my hard work for them that they're gonna run back and, you know, move the 1 hex away that I was and give me a red crystal. This has disaster written all over it, kids. 9's lib is hard. You heard it here first. Expert analysis from solo playthroughs. This goes here, this comes out. Boom, restoration. Gotta reset the source, rolling those dice. Black, red, blue. This will go here. That's done. Drawing out to my hand limit. We have Savage Harvesting. We have Crystallize. I did not get greens again. Please give me a blue movement card. Stamina! Ask and you shall receive. And a March. That's actually a pretty solid pull. Because I can get there with all this movement. Even get a crystal. Get rid of Crystallize, draw a different hand, and hopefully smash some dudes. Let me check my phone real quick. I'm winning a very large package today from All or Nothing Games. So, excited about that. All right. Tempted to do Sparing Power. Just a way to get through my deck better. I don't think Long Night makes sense. I'm worried she's going to go super quick with those 3 reds. Sparing Tower guarantees that she goes first, but like honestly, if I take preparation, she's probably going first anyway. Yeah, Sparing Power for the win. Arethia is going first, so we'll keep that order. Arethia is going 1. It's a white. A red. Don't be freaking red. Ah! Stupid rush of adrenaline. All right, 1 through 6. She has 13 cards left. No, 11 cards left. It's like 13. There's something next need to recruit. You may argue to move north to village and circle back during the day. No, man. I just don't have that movement. At least forests are cheap at night. I like the sarcasm. You also get a crystal. James, wow, all village recruitable. I think the crossbows would help the most as mine enemies are not fortified. Sagitt, we are so much in sync today. It's kind of amazing. And Sagitt said, this came out quite nice for you. I would not yet classify the attempt as hopeless. Roll for Arethia's skill. I mean tactic. Well, that's a good point. I have to take one of those out. It's a 1. 1 is out. Out. Thank you. All right, Crank's turn. Sparing Power for the win. I'm going to move 4 with Stamina. Move 2 more, that's 6. Move there, and then discard Crystallize to get a blue crystal. With Savage Harvesting, that's going to get me all the way there. Now, this is like an adventure site, so even though we can see the skirmishers, they're kind of just like, you know, being that's what they do. So they're not really like much of a threat right now. When we enter the mine, they're gonna be like, whoa, whoa. So we kind of like, we're like scouting them out. So we're aware they're there, but they don't see us because we are stealthy. We are a stealthy Orc Shaman ninja, folks. That's correct. We're going to put the white die over there. These are out. Now, I use a lot of movement cards. 3 of my 4 movement cards are out. So that is something to be concerned about as we consider our life choices the rest of this round. I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 5. Oh, it's a wound. It's concentration. It's a wound. And determination. I think I need to rest. Forgot I had these wounds. Oh, and the friggin' skirmishers are super awesome. I think if I rest and drop the concentration, but that just feels bananas. I have the crystals I need. And let me spare power at least. I got 2 more wounds in there. 4 wounds in my deck is not great. That was a bad draw. I forgot I had 4 wounds. Look at me. Arethia. Green, red. Don't be red. Oh, man. So, Arethia went through 12 cards in 2 turns. And has 5 cards left. I mean, if the next one's red, I think I have to quit and restart. It's just a waste of time. I spared power though. I'm gonna rest because I don't really have a choice. Sparing power, resting, drawing into my hand limit, which is 5. So improvisation, another wound, and another wound. How is this freaking possible? All 4 of my wounds came out. Arethia's turn. 1, 2, and 3. It's a green. Excellent. So I will have 3 more turns, including this one. Sparing power. I rest. Getting rid of improvisation. I know the rest of my cards in my hand are good, except I do have 2 influence cards, which are kind of garbage. But it's time. I do have Spirit Guides. I get +1 block to any kind of block. That's helpful. And I'll be able to do the sparing power thing. So 1. So Promise, Crushing Bolt, and Ruthless Coercion. Might as well be wounds, but a little bit more useful because at least I can turn them into +1. Arethia is going to declare end of round next turn. My 4th turn will do that. Get 5 turns this round. Yeah, sparing power was definitely the right choice. The problem is these diggers are just totally in my way. Say I liberate this mine, right? Great. The next turn, it's not like I'm going to be able to move anywhere. I'm going to be stuck on this stupid mine because I'm going to have to kill the diggers. So I'm basically ending this round on this mine. So best case scenario for me is I liberate this, we do a level up, I kill the diggers, and then now next turn I do have a free shot to the monastery. If I get influence cards early. I healed nothing, so we know that my tranquility card is somewhere. So the real question is, do I want to spare power this round or next? I think I do the sparing power thing this round. The problem is, so I have 3 cards there. We'll figure out what those cards are and if I want to pull them up. Great, so we're taking this set. This is my, did I do this right? I moved, rested. Oh, if I take this now. First turn, second turn, third turn, 4th turn. If I take this now, right, I can't spare power and take the cards now. I'd have to take, I think I take these now and have a full hand, unless I just want to attack this guy this turn. What's he doing? Do I have a green? Oh, I get to siege attack him. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put this over here. I'm going to challenge the skirmishers. That will help. I'll siege attack him with the green so I can save every card in my hand. He's fortified, but he's not double fortified, so I can attack him with a crushing bolt. I had to use my green crystal, which isn't great, but it is what it is. He's dead. I get a reputation and 2 fame. That's going to give me a level up, which makes my armor better for when I attack. Get attacked here. Obviously, the skirmishers are only doing an attack 1 each, but such is life. I think I have do I have 2 swiftnesses? Yeah, if I get 2 swiftnesses, I can potentially kill them without having to worry about those blocks. I have 2 more cards here. I'm going to drop Ruthless Coercion because who needs it? And then I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 5. And that's good. Aretha declares end of round. I have 1 more turn, sparing power. I pull all 4 of these cards into my hand. And we act surprised. No wounds. We've dealt with all the wounds. So here's my hand. We got mana draw, tranquility, promise, determination, swiftness, rage, and swiftness, and another stamina. So 9 total cards. We're obviously attacking the mine. We got the skirmishers, and then we have a minotaur. These will be very easy to beat. Tranquility is a little bit late, so I'm going to block. I will get, if I can do this without using any crystals, that'd be amazing. It's going to be close. I'll do Hex. I can lump them. If I just block everything, I can lump them. I only need 9. Oh, that's fantastic. So block. I'm going to, I need to block the Minotaur. Great. I'm going to play Determination, add +1 to block with my skill, and then I'll use the Rage. So that's block 5 on this guy. That's block 1 and block 1 on the skirmishers. I'm going to play mana draw, power with a white, take this black, make it white, get 2 white mana crystals, use them to power up both of my swiftnesses. That's attack 6. And then we have the Rage, that's attack 7, 8, and Tranquility is attack 9. So block phase, range, siege attack phase, I didn't use anything. I guess I could have done that. Oh yeah, if I'm not, stop being silly. Range siege attack phase, I used mana draw, I got range attack 6, and I just killed the Minotaur. It is pretty, I could have done this a billion different ways. That's so funny. And now in the melee phase, and then I would have blocked the skirmishers, and then I would have just done the, either way, actually it works out. I need to use the same number of cards. Oh, actually I have a rage back in my hand. So I have these 2 cards back. I got to save 2 cards by doing it this way. So in the range siege attack phase, I used mana draw. I took a black, I made it a white. I got 2 white mana. I killed the Minotaur. I blocked in the block phase. I blocked the skirmishers with stamina and promise, and then I used in the melee phase rage and determination for attack 2 each, and that kills the skirmishers. So I get +1 reputation because I siege because I liberated the mine. I'm going to get a blue crystal because I end my turn there. Remember, my inventory is going to be maxed out in blues at this point. We're going to get 6 fame. That gets me from 8 to 14, which is 1 away from where I need to be. Before I forget, I'm going to take the crystals for the liberated mines. I get another red. The blue I can't take because we're in between the middle of the rounds now. These clean up. This would not be re-rolled because of the terms of mana draw. This would be, and at least we liberated 2 mines in 2 rounds. So now we have 4 left to go. I still have 4 wounds in my deck. I'm 1 annoying fame away from a level up, but now I have a clear path to this monastery that could give me some possibilities for recruiting. So we'll see if I can get like Ruthless Coercion in my hand, and we'll see if the offer gives me something that I can recruit in a monastery, which would be freaking ideal. But wow, do I have all the blue and red crystals that a little Orc Shaman could want. That's correct. All right, we'll put this here. Reset this. This goes away. This gets added to Arethia's deck. These come down. New card in the unit offer is Ambush. New card in the advanced action offer is Into the Heat, which is kind of garbage in this scenario. We're adding a blue crystal to Arethia's inventory. This comes out. It's space bending. Chat. It could be worse, not much worse, but worse. No, it is worse. No, you can do it. All right, that's Maze Nice as DJs. Getting lucky in this game is kind of boring. Agreed, I prefer the gritty, close games. Tony Barnett says, can you invite the diggers into the mine party and get them out of the way now? No, you can't. Sajid answered this question. No, it's not possible. This is an adventure site, not a fortified site. The rules differentiate. Tony says, you're right. More like mines or ruins or maze. Thanks, Sajid. Crank says, Crank killing orcs. Convince them to join you instead. Sajid, that would be Puppet Master rudely turned down, same as always. I like Puppet Master. I thought that +1 movement. That +1 movement has been huge already, by the way. Just Reigns and Minotaur. Yes, I know. I don't know what I was. It took me a second. I got there. Sajid speaks the truth. Sajid says James. Sajid, I mean, if you basically all your attack cards in your hand, killing a couple enemies is kind of easy. I would say your chances now are minimal. Boy Game description is just want to remind that every Exceed crystal transforms into mana. Yes, that's correct. But since I got it in the middle of the round, I don't think it turns into mana for next turn. I think it just goes away. But someone can correct me on that. Yeah, so what Borgen's description is saying is when you would gain a crystal, if you're full, it turns into mana. But you have to use mana by the end of your turn or it's out. So if there's when these guys from the mine, when they brought me the crystals in the middle of the round, do I actually have this to the end of my turn? That's an interesting question that I genuinely don't know the answer to. The shot catching another one live. LFG, mine's operation is such a punishing scenario. That's a +1 movement so far. It made no difference, by the way. It did. What are you talking about? It got me into somewhere. It did a thing. I forget. Oh yeah, it did. It let me explore. Yeah, I used it twice. It made a huge difference. All right, it didn't make a big difference, but it made a difference. Don't you mean minimal? Oh God, Kyle, I appreciate the dad humor, man, but woof. It's great. I love it. For those who don't know, my wife, Mrs. Waithers, and I brought in like older youth. It's what we do. We have not spawned our own. The fact that I call it spawning is probably a good reason why. But we brought in older youth, and when we brought in our daughter, I just pummeling her with dad jokes. And I was like, I gotta make up for lost time. I've had all these years of no practice. So, but it's definitely a funny part of our relationship. That shots is Kyle for the win. I love it. All right, rolling these 3 dice. Our offer is 2 blues and a red. We're gonna get the new unit offer. Oh, magic familiars can be recruited in a monastery. I would need a crystal. I don't know if I have. I don't know if I have enough. Thugs cannot be recruited in a monastery, but magic familiar. Oh, and the illusionist. Oh, can I get both of them? Yes, please. That could be game-changingly different to the collection of this game for sure. Sergeant, wow, I admire that a ton. Cool beans. Not the dad joke, not the dad joke part, to be clear. I mean, yeah, that's a whole other story. But yeah, I got lots of stories, man. But we are very lucky with the kiddos in our life. All right, I'm going to do a thing. Let me draw my starting hand. We have swiftness, we have stamina, we have ruthless coercion and mana draw and determination. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't get this blue. If someone thinks I would get that as mana to the end of my first turn this round, let me know for sure. Ruthless coercion is nice. I'm definitely eyeing those magic familiars. Man, I think I have to early bird it, dude. These guys are. I mean, Arethea is just so relentless. I don't need a blue or a red mana. The right moment's dumb. Great start doesn't make much sense. I'm early birding it. And it doesn't matter what I take for Arethea, I will be first. And we'll go from there. All right. I am Reputation 6. I'm +1 there. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the Magic Familiars. I think if I camp out there, I might also be able to get the Illusionist, which is pretty sick. And when I pay for the Magic Familiars, getting that extra attack, I'll have the crystals. That offer gives me the glimmeriest of hopes. Glimmeriest. It's hard to say, but I also want the Illusionist, but I think, man, do I get them both? +1. I can use Ruthless Coercion to get the Illusionist, which gives me Influence. Oh, I can get them both with the Illusionist first. That is interesting. So that's Influence 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13. Yeah. I'm digging this. I'm moving 4 with the blue. Gets me into the monastery. We're going to... Yeah, I think I just used my whole hand for this. We're going to play Mana Draw to let me use another crystal. Another die from the source. I kind of want to re-roll that, get some greens and whites. I'm going to use this red. It gives me Influence 6. I have +1 there that applies to the entire Reputation action. That gives me +7, which gives me the Illusionist. Now, the Illusionist might be more useful next turn, but I think they could be hugely helpful next turn. I think this is worth it to get them. Plus, they have that ability to absorb physical attack, which could be helpful, as we face these like weenie little orcs in the next couple of minds. I'm going to use the Illusionist for Influence 4. Again, this is all part of the same interaction. This is absolutely legit. And then I'm going to do 5 and 6 and also get the Magic Familiars. I have to spend a crystal at the time I do that, or a mana. I will spend a crystal. Do I want to get... I'm going to spend a red or a black. I think I want the attack. Or it's actually... that block could come in handy. Because I can make that a block 8. That could be really, really useful. Limit wounds. I'm going to power it with the blue. Remember, every round I'm going to need to re-spend it. I have to basically bribe them to stay around. They're like, give me magic or I leave you. And it's like not a very healthy relationship, but we kind of make it work. And that's the end of my turn. I'm rolling these 2 dice. It is a blue and a green. Totally random. I didn't realize that Brian gave me a super chat earlier. I should have said thanks, and I think I slipped my mind because I think everything went to crap. Thanks for the super chat, Brian. I appreciate the support, dude. All right. Let's go to my next turn. I should probably catch up on the chat. Kyle cries. If you're not lucky liberating minds, at least you're lucky in life. Yeah, no doubt. Board game, are you sure about that? I never played it that way. Now trying to search for rules clarifications. From rulebook, if you have 3 crystals given color, you get nothing if you end on a mine, so there is no chance for it to transform to a mana token. Yes, I am not sure, but yes, I am. You do get what War Games is talking about in the between the rounds. I had 3 blue. I would have gotten another blue in between the rounds. So that wasn't from ending on a mine. It would have been in the middle of the round. So I assume though, if you end your turn on the mine, it would be the same logic, right? Because like, I guess how end of turn affects. So I think if you don't get it, if you wouldn't get it if you end your turn on the mine, it's not like you get a blue mana for your next turn. I would assume the miners bringing your crystals in the middle of the round would be the same thing. Sagittarius, but I'm not sure when you lose it and when you exactly get it from the mine according to the rules of the scenario. If during the turn, it's okay. If it is before, it can be tricky. Ultimate Edition rulebook, but this one for starting. Sagittarius, I have standard edition, perhaps they updated the rules. Nah, it's the same rules. Let's check Lost Legion, I guess. Nothing in this in LL. So this is about the Minds of Operation effect. Gotcha. Yes. Correct. So this definitely changes the complexion of the game. I'm looking at 2 units. I have Rethia hasn't gone through any of her deck. I just went through 5 cards. So we'll see. Oh, I didn't have a green. That heal I might end up using a magic familiar for the heal, to be completely honest. I mean, part of me is like, burn down the monastery, but I just don't have the turns. I definitely don't have the turns. There's another argument that I didn't use. If I didn't use mana draw, I could use mana draw sideways to explore, but that's fine. Hopefully I'll pull some movement cards. All right, stamina, rage, promise, rage, swiftness. Arethia's turn. Blue. Red. Don't be red. Green. Arethia, you love me. You really love me. Oh, my turn. I mean, do I burn this monastery down? No, it's a terrible idea. It's so gambly. I mean, the other thing is getting ambushed, but like I mean, I do get. Oh, I lose 1 reputation because I used Ruthless Coercion. There's definitely another argument to getting ambushed because I struggle with movement, kids. That guarantees me more movement. All right, I'm gonna use the blue for move 4. I'm going to explore twice. We'll go here first. It worked so well the last time. Excellent. It is day, so we'll have a revealed Mage Tower. It is the Ice Mages. We have a downed keep and then a dungeon over there. I'm going to reveal here. Green mine in my face. No, kind of. Not really, but close. And a village, which is good. And a marauding orc. Marauding orc is the catapults. We're going to have an orc on this green mine. It is the cursed hag. And then face down will be the monster. I'm going to use the influence, use this white crystal. That's influence 4, influence 5 because of the reputation track. And then I'm going to use one of these rages sideways for influence 6. And I'm going to take ambush. I think that's right. I think that's right. Gives me the movement, gets me in there. We'll see. We'll see if ambush pays off. I like it. in theory. All right, these are out. I still have a Swiftness and a Rage, so I've gone through 8 cards and I've done nothing but train and recruit 2 mighty units. Now remember the white mine I think is lined up. I've seen this tile many times. I'm sorry, dude. The white mine, yeah, it's lined up where the blue mine is. No, because the green and the blue mine are lined. Wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, the green mine's on the left, the blue mine's on the right. So I know the white mine is gonna be here. So I can probably go through there, but the wasteland is just 4 movements, so I'd be better off going around that way. Drawing to my hand limit, so I have ambush, act surprised. My first wound, and another wound. Man, I guess I rest, but ugh. I mean, or do I just use the magic familiars to heal too? That block is too good, though. That block is too good. The block a million. Yeah, I don't have. Out of white crystals now. Cursed Hag. These 4 wounds have been something else, man. Arethia's second turn. Green. Oh, I felt it. 1, 2, 3. Deck is super rich in reds. Oh, shoot. Deck is super rich in reds. Went through 9 cards in 2 turns. There's 9 cards left. If she keeps spanking 2 reds around, it's not a recipe for a victory here. If I had a white, Swiftness is golden. The move 4 plus this will get me into that mine. So the question is, how am I going to get best set up to defeat those guys? And I don't think it's with Swiftness. I don't have access to the white crystals. So I'm going to rest. I drop those 2 wounds in Swiftness. I draw Improvisation, March, and a wound. That's not the Hand of Dreams. Ambush only triggers for cards, so it doesn't trigger for using my unit. So I like that. Arethia, red, green. Well, that's helpful. She has 6 cards left. So anything but a red, I'll get 1 more turn out of this. I'm going to use the green to use ambush. That's move 4, gets me into here. I have to start doing this for better or worse. Oh, that is gross. Well, the Hydra, so the Magic Familiar is being geared up, but the block 8 is super useless. I'm going to need 11 attack in the end to defeat this. The first card I play, I can get attack plus 2. So let's how we're going to want to assign these wounds. So I'm not going to kill anybody in the range or siege attack phase. I don't have any range attack, but I can start assigning attacks. So one of Hydra's attacks I'm going to assign to the Illusionist. It does not wound the Illusionist, and that's fine. I do not have to keep assigning damage to the Illusionist until they're wounded. We're good with the way it is. I'm going to use this Rage. I'm not going to. Will I have a. No. I can get 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not going to be able to kill them both this turn. I really wish I made that a red. I definitely can't take any more wounds. Attack 6 kills the Hydra. I don't want to wound either of these units. I do have a Tranquility left in my hand. Oh, if I block, that +4 gets added to the block. Oh, what a freaking waste. If I had a white too, I would have kept swiftness. This isn't working out well. It's the best way to do this. This is bad. So he absorbs that. I got 3 more. Get any block in the block phase. I'm just going to be left without cards. And the improvisation, meaning I have to discard one. This wound being a dead card has been really problematic. So I'll do improvisation sideways, and that triggers the ambush effect. So that's block 5. So that blocks the cursed tag. So I don't have to worry about their poison. I can do march sideways with this skill. That blocks one of the Hydra's attacks. And then that leaves Rage in my hand. I'm going to do 4, 5, 6, 7. That kills the Hydra. And then that just leaves a cursed hag. So again, I ambushed. I went there. I pulled over the Hydra, which basically really neutered. I was set up for huge blocks, and I just needed 4 little blocks, which is super annoying. So the way this worked out is one of the Hydra's attacks was assigned to the Illusionist. Didn't do a wound because the Illusion has physical resistance. I blocked one of the high attacks with March and my skill sideways. Before I did that, though, first block card of any type. So improvisation, I use as a block card. That's block 1, becomes block 5, which blocks the cursed hag. I played March into my skill to get block 2, which blocked the second attack from the Hydra. The third attack from the Hydra came through, so that gives me 1 more wound. Again, I had 1 wound in my hand to start the turn. And then in the melee phase, I powered Rage with a red crystal from inventory for attack 4. I used the Magic Familiars just for an attack 3. That's attack 7. And then I killed the Hydra. Hydra is out. The cursed hag survived. Had I souped up the Magic Familiars with a red, I would have just had 2 more attack. I still would not have been able to kill both of them, which is unfortunate. So it is what it is. The cursed hag comes back. I'm going to get 5 fame. That gives me a level up. I go from 14 to 19. That sucker's out. This goes here. This is out. I have 2 wounds left in my hand. The rest of these cards go away. I'm going to re-roll this die. I rolled a black, because of course I did. I think I take counterattack. It's too good. Alright, I'm going to take another one of my skills. Motivation is looking mighty fine. Oh, Shamanic. Nope, that's not Shamanic Ritual. I don't like Krang's cooperative skill. I think it's pretty garbage. Mana Enhancement. When you spend a mana of a basic color, put the skill in the center, mark it with a mana token of that color. Gain a crystal of that color until the start of the next turn. Any player may return the skill to you face down in order to use the mana token on it. So basically, you spend a mana of a basic color, put the skill in the center, and mark it with a mana token. So I spend a mana of basic color, I put this in the center, I get a mana token on there, and then I get a crystal. So it basically would give me the chance to get the same color crystal. I would spend a mana, so I could basically spend a crystal, get it reimbursed, and then I could have an access to another crystal of that color on the very next turn. It's a little bit not that great. Then we have Battle Hardened. Once a turn, ignore the next 2 points of damage assigned to your hero. That could be strong, but I think I have to go. I want counterattack anyway. I think Arethia's skill is too helpful, especially with the idea that Arethia herself might be going through her deck so fast. We're going to add one of Arethia's skills here. Since I took Arethia's skills, oh, it's her cooperative skill. That's a wound management skill. Could be super huge. And then basically you can throw away 2 wounds, and the next turn you can use a wound sideways as +3. I'm going to take counterattack. That gets added to the top of my deck. These come down. So I have 2 wounds in my hand. I'm going to draw to my hand limit. We have counterattack. We have tranquility. That's nice. And another wound. And I have 4 cards left in my discard pile. I still have not freaking liberated this mine. And I really want to do it the next turn, so motivation's looking good. Arethia, 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue, 1 more. So Arethia is slowed down a little bit for me. My turn, I'm going to play Tranquility for heal 2. So I have 3 wounds left in my deck. Powering this with a green. I'm going to use this motivation skill, draw 2 more cards, see if I can't kill the Cursed Hag this turn. Cursed Hag, I'm attacking you. Yeah, I'm going to play Crystallize sideways with this. That's block 2. I'm going to play Crushing Bolt sideways for block 3. And then I have counterattack, and I get a red mana from Arethia's motivation skill. So I'm going to use that red mana to get attack 7, which is enough to kill the Cursed Hag. It's attack 4 +3 because I blocked the Cursed Hag herself. That gives me another reputation for liberating the mind, +3 fame for the Cursed Hag herself. So that's up to 22. The miners are so appreciative, they're going to come and give me a green crystal. So again, that's the +1 to block of any type is obviously proving a little more important than the +1 movement, but I'm still glad to have it. This red goes there, this goes here, these come out. Draw to my hand limit, which is still 5 because this is going slowly. Savage Harvesting and Concentration. Concentration, where you've been all my life. That is Arethia's turn. She's going to declare end of round this turn. My turn. I would love to explore to get a core city on the board. The problem is I know the white mine is going to be here. I don't even think I can use Savage Harvesting for its Savage Harvesting things. I think I need to explore and get move 6. Move 7 doesn't even get me into there. Oh my gosh. This is not. I mean, one argument is to go this way, but now I'm not setting up the core tiles in any sort of arrangement that I think is advantageous. But at least I would know the white mine's there. I can get on top of the white mine and then hopefully work my way around. Is the white mine on a plane? Are you on a plane? No, it's on. Well, that's fine too. I think this will make sense. I'm going to use the green crystal to play Savage Harvesting. That gives me move 4. I have move 5. I'm going to spend 2 points of movement to explore. Act Surprise. It's the white mine in my face. I have 3 more points of movement. I'm going to move in. As I move in, I'm discarding Concentration. I get the green crystal back. And now I'm set up to attack that next turn. And then hopefully the core tiles are super. Like if that's like the white mine there, that'd be helpful. We'll see. In between the rounds, I'm going to get a blue, a red, and a green crystal. And I will actually take this blue away from Magic Familiars and put a blue there. I think they could be super helpful with some of the Draconum that I'm about to start facing. We've ready our motivation skills. We ready that. Reshuffle these. I do have to seed the mine. So somehow we have to liberate 3 mines in 1 turn. Good luck. The orc hiding in the mine is the orc war beast. And then we have a keep, which is face down. And we're going to have a monster face down in the mine. Bing. Bing. So only 3 wounds left. Could be worse. Let me check out this. Woof. From rulebook, if you're about to get a crystal of a color you already have 3 of usually, you get a mana token as your player instead. Yep. One quick question: did you add a crystal and a card to Ruthlessness deck for the new day? I think so. Yes. If you board game descriptions, if you're about Sag, if you gain the crystals at the start of the round, not the end of the previous, so I can see an argument that you would get the token. Nashad says ignore me. Board game, another rulebook at the start of day or night. Each player gets 1 crystal from every mine they already conquered. I'm half far away from the map, just like from the Grateful Miners. Jesus, I can't hear you over the sounds of the monastery building. I thought the 4th crystal was coming from standing on top of the mine, hence my confusion. I think we are aligned. Greg would have had the mana token to spend during that first day, that turn. Interesting. See if you wish it were the mana. See, you wish it were the mana. I do. I was ready for the manticores. I absolutely was. You take what one calling a puppet master would have been better. How did you get so much movement? Am I missing something? I had moved 5 on what? When did I get movement? I played Savage Harvesting and then I had this. That was move 5. Oh, was I here? I was there. I was there. You're right. I needed to move 7. That's right. I was on the mine. I would just have 1 less green crystal. I could have used a green crystal. I could have used the green crystal to power concentration and then power Savage Harvesting for move 6, move 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You read. Good call. Nice catch. Jerk. Now I'm here. Yeah, I added move 2. I wanted move 2, Sagitt. I need help. Can't a man just give me a free move 2? Woof. Oh man, the lack of white crystals with the illusionist is interesting. I just don't think I have enough attack to liberate 3 mines in 1 round. It seems unlikely. The mines just came out in a really weird order. Bing. Blue. Monastery is still alive, so we'll put this out here. Frost Bridge. This comes out here, adding a blue crystal to the inventory. This is out. Yeah, never had an opportunity, a good spell or an artifact. At least not an opportunity that made sense early. My units I'm happy with, but yeah, I don't see how this comes together. Puppet Master is always a take. Gotta go shopping, so ducking out. Good luck with the rest of the liberation. Thank you, Nashad. James, use the power of cheating. You have time for a second chai? I mean, it'll only be like an hour and a half to 2 hours. I don't. Mrs. Playthroughs and I definitely have to get in the car sooner rather than later. And one of us hasn't packed yet. I'll let you guess which one. I don't know. Which one could it have been? All right, this goes there. Let me check my messages real quick. Ding. Ding. Cool. All right, this is out. 3 new core, or 3 new basic units. We have thugs, we have savage monks, we have peasants. Peasants early would have been helpful. That movement's really nice. Gold, green, and red. Drawing, tranquility, improvisation, ambush, concentration, and stamina. That is not the hand of dreams. Oh man, that's roof. No range attack. I don't know how I would do preparation, because then I'm not going first. I get tranquility, but no wound cards. I have no access to a white crystal, so illusionists are useless, but I probably should hold on to them for later. It's such a bad hand. It's really bad. It's really bad. Hallelujah, it's really bad. It's just a bad time to get ambush. Such a crappy hand. I mean, the most attack I'm going to muster 7. You know what? I'm going back. Revisionist history. I'm going to power the magic familiars with a red. Just assume I need the attack. I have the illusion as a turn. Target on front of enemy doesn't attack. I knew I was going to have to liberate 3 mines. I mean, reality is I could take some wounds and rest. I think I take Mana Search, because that gold is not going to do it. Mana Search. Arethia, please don't roll a 2. Oh my gosh, man. I mean, how? Arethia's first. It's unreal. Add that to the compilation. My friend Dave is going to make a compilation of all the times. Like, just don't roll this. Bam. All right. Green. It's going to be a red. Oh, it's another. Oh, well, the greens are. The greens are the only things that don't pull out cards, and I pulled out 3 of the 4 greens in her deck right off the bat, because that's how I do, kids. All right, we're going to do Mana Search. I'm going to re-roll this red and this gold. It's a black and a red. Not much more helpful. I have to start attacking these dudes. I don't have a choice. Bam and bam. Well, the good thing, Ruthless Coercion will allow me to re-ready the magic familiars, so that's helpful. If I take max wounds, does that knock me out? No. I need every card in my hand that I can take. So I'm going to take 4 wounds. I take 2 wounds from the Orc War Beast because it has brutal. So the 3 damage becomes 6 points of damage. That's fine. And then I'm going to take 2 wounds from the Crypt Worm because it has 6 points of damage going in. I'm just going to rest next turn. Now can I get attack 11? Indeed I can. I'm going to... I need so much movement. I need so much movement. Do I just get rid of Tranquility? I only have 3 wounds left. Yeah, I'm gonna play Concentration, Power with the green, use Improvisation. It gives me, and I have to discard something. I'm gonna discard Tranquility, which is nuts, but that's attack 7. Magic Familiars, that's attack 12. I'm not using any elemental attacks, so the elemental resistances of the Orc Warbeast don't matter. And again, in the melee phase, I managed to defeat both of them. Bye-bye. It leaves me a bunch of movement cards left, which I'm going to need. I've eliminated them both, so that's 8 fame. 8 fame gets me up to 30. That's a level up. I'm going to be able to draw another card. Hopefully, I'm going to have to, when I rest, I'm going to have to drop a card anyway. That's super annoying. Yeah, I'm going to have to rest. So, that's a level up. I get another reputation because I liberated the mine. I get a white crystal because the mine is now liberated. Done. Rerolling that, it's green. This comes into my discard pile. I have no room in my hand to draw new cards, so that will not be happening. Arethia's turn. It's a white. It's a red. A blue. It's a white. Another card. Dude, her whole deck is red. I mean, that's unreal. 13 cards left. At least 5 red cards. That's that math is not going to go well for me. My turn. I'm resting. I'm going to do mana search though. I'm going to re-roll this red and this black. It's a white and a blue, and then I'm going to rest. I'm dropping stamina and these 4 wounds. I draw to my hand limit, which is 6. Mana draw, stamina, swiftness, rage, and crystallize. Arethia's turn. Blue, red, green. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I mean, how? The real problem that I have with this map right now is that this catapult is 100% in my way. Because if I go here, I can't explore from over here because I can't put a core tile on the coast. I can't explore from there because any tile that I explore would not be adjacent to 2 tiles. But I can explore from there, but then I'm going to have to move there, which means I'm getting attacked by a catapult, which means lots of wounds. Because there's really no way I want to deal with that. I could try to explore. I could move there, there, there. I could explore that way. But that seems bananas. But I guess I don't have much of a choice right now. So I'm going to move 4 with stamina. That's move 5 with this. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get the red city. So I don't want to go through that way for multiple reasons now because those are dragons and dragons are scurry. So we're going to put this dragon face down. We're losing me off, or face up, I'm sorry. It's the ice dragon. We're going to put this dragon face up. It's a high dragon. Dropping some of these tiles. Actually, I'll just get rid of all of them. You're all in the way. All right, done. The red city comes out and has one of my shields on it. We're going to get a ruins face down. Because it's night. We're going to get a dragon on the mine. And then we're going to get an orc on top of that. It's the Scouts, Cthulhu Panda Babies. Seems about right. I'm gonna have to go around. There's no freaking way I'm going through there. That would be a mistake. An epic mistake. I think I'm wasting ambush, which I don't love. But I have to start moving. 5, 6, 7. It's bad. All right, we're gonna move this way. So I'm gonna play ambush with this green. I'm gonna play swiftness. Oh, that's such a good combo, though. I just don't have a choice. Yeah, I don't have a choice. I'm wasting the movement. Ambush, 5, 6, and then crystallize sideways for move 7. That gets me over here. So I went there, I explored, and then I moved all the way back there. And again, that was a total of move 12. Yeah, 12. And wasted ambush and a swiftness, which doesn't make me feel good. We're going to re-roll that. It's green. This comes out, goes back. And Dunskies going to draw to my hand, which is 6. Ruthless Coercion, Savage Harvesting, Determination, and a Wound. Arethia's turn. It's a red-green, a red, and a white. One more card. 5 cards left. I'm going to not roll anything in the source. Ruthless Coercion. There's no way I was getting through there. I'll get move 4 for Savage Harvesting. I'm going to explore. The last tile is the white mine. Yeah, there's no way, dude. I would need like Wings of Wind. I mean, look how protected the other mine is behind the red city. That's impossible. So that goes there. We have a tomb, which is super exciting. We're gonna have a ruins down. Oh, this is a joke. None of this is good. We're gonna have a dragon face down on the mine. I mean, just getting to the other mine is so impossible. I would need a whole round and a half just to get to the other mine. That's crazy. Oh, that's super crazy. I think if I mean, even from here, I mean, I could have tried to come around this way, but then I'm like going through a bunch of desert. Oh, what a sick way that came out. That is only a hills, so I have 3 more movement. I'm gonna move here. I could discard a card to get a crystal. Seems kind of productive. What do we got on top? It's catapults. Of course it is. I could try to attack at this turn. I mean, I don't have the worst hand ever. Target artifact enemy does an attack. Why not? I'm going to get 2 more cards from motivation. I get a red mana. We got counter attack and promise. So we have mana draw, rage, determination, ruthless coercion, a wound, determination, counterattack, and promise. I'm going to attack these dudes because I want to. Counterattack's not the wow. Counterattack's not the greatest when I'm basically going to be like, you don't attack, but it is what it is. I don't need any red, blue. Woof. I already used this skill. But that is passive, so I could still get the move and the block. But that's a fire attack 6 from that dude. Physical resistance there. Super not great. I'm gonna Alright, we'll do it this way. So I'm gonna counter use determination. For block 5 with this blue. That's gonna be block 6 because of this skill. And this I'll use mana draw for block 7. So I block the catapult. That means a counterattack is going to have an enhanced attack this turn. Definitely want to hold on to Ruthless Coercion. So I block the catapult. I'm not going to block. Oh, and then I'll use the Illusionists to say that the Lava Dragon isn't attacking. Target unfortified enemy. But it's fortified. It's got unit fortifications. That's a bad draw, man. I'll use the Illusionist to give me a white crystal, because white crystals are fun. Then I'll use this Promise instead of mana draw. I'll use the white crystal to power mana draw. I'll turn this white into a red to get 2 more red mana. I'll use the 1 red mana to power Rage. That's attack 4. That's enough to kill the catapults. Oh, you're absolutely kidding me. Forget that. I'm not using mana draw. I'll just take the white crystal. And mana draw is going to be on this side. I lose these 2 red manas, which is fine. Alright, so that's attack 4. The catapult's a physical resistance, so I need every bit of that to kill the catapults. I'm going to have counterattack. Counterattack, I'm powering with 1 of my red crystals. That's attack 4. Since I blocked the catapults, it becomes attack 7. And then I'll use mana draw sideways for attack 8. Again, they're resistant to the non-attack, non-effects of red cards, but again, this is an attack effect. So this counterattack, attack 7 goes through with the mana draw. I do take 2 wounds from the Lava Dragon. Add this to the 1 wound I already had in my hand. So that's attack 8. So I've killed the Lava Dragon, and then after the battle, I will spend this red crystal to get. Oh, I don't even need to do that. Yeah, I will need to do that. Influence 6, reputation -1, and then I'll ready both of my units for 2 influence each, just because it makes me feel better about losing this game. So, to recap, I had the catapults. I needed block 7 to block them. I wanted to block them because it gave me attack 3 extra for counterattack. So I did determination, +1 for my skill, promise sideways. That totally blocked them. I didn't spend any movement to reduce them. I already spent the movement from there on Savage Harvesting just to get there. So catapults are blocked, and then I killed them with Rage. That was a melee attack 4 physical, and since the physical resistance triggered, the 4 was still enough to kill it. And then the Lava Dragon, I could not use the Illusionist ability on them, so I just used the Illusionist to get a white crystal. And then they gave me 2 wounds because they're brutal. I get 2 more wounds. Oh, it's super awesome. And then in the melee attack phase, I counterattack, powered it with the red. Since I blocked 1 enemy, that's attack 7. Mana draw gives me attack 8, so that's dead. And then I use Ruthless Coercion as a healing effect after the combat. That's influence 6. It's not interaction, so this actually doesn't apply. It's just influence 6, and then I spent the influence to re-ready those dudes. Again, influence effects from cards you can use to do what they say, like Peaceful Moment, but if it's during interaction, I could use it as normal influence in recruiting and whatnot. So, all these mana go away. These dudes are dead. I have 5 wounds in my hand, thanks to the Brutal from the Lava Dragon. So that's 12 fame. 12 fame gets me up to 42. That is another level up. Whatever I take doesn't matter, because it's just going to go right in my discard pile, because I'm going to need the rest next turn. Since I liberated the white mine, I do get another white crystal, but I am out of every other freaking color, except for blue. We can put a shield on that. So 5 mines down. I'm going to re-roll that green. It's gold, exactly what I wanted. That goes there. With my 5 wounds, I do need to do my level up, my next 2 skills. Battle Frenzy, that would have been helpful early. That's out. One of Arethia's skills is there. And then I'll take... Ice Bolt. Actually, it doesn't matter. I don't know why I even thought about it. Ice Bolt, I draw to my hand limit, which is 6. This comes into my hand. Arethia's turn. 1, 2, and 3. It's blue. 2 more. She's declaring end of round next turn. I have to rest 5 wounds and Ice Bolt into my discard pile. Draw to my hand limit, which is 6. 2 wounds left. A Breathe declares end of round. And I am 300 movement away from doing anything about that mine. 300 I counted. I mean, in theory, we want to be like super like thorough about this. I can do mana search for the last time. It's a blue and a black. That goes out. Yeah, I would have an ability to, I would have to go through this dragon and then get there. So that would be there, kill the dragon, and then it would be 4-10 movement there. We're super far away. If I did the move forth here, we deal with the dragon. It's unfortified, doesn't have unit fortifications or site fortifications. I can do the illusionist. It doesn't attack. And then in the melee phase, I have Battle Frenzy for attack 4, Magic Familiars for attack 9. So I would kill it this way. +2 reputation for sieging a rampaging Draconum. 9 fame gets me to 51. That's a level up. So now my armor is a 4. I would have to re-roll that there. But again, this is what's left in my hand. And that's that. So if you get to that cycle, if I got a couple units early and had the Ruthless Coercion where you can kind of recycle them, that's really helpful. Again, that only worked for me in the last round. But yeah, 4. You get the extra card draw here, but obviously I have no more cards in my D deck. So you're coming around, and then we have, the Storm Dragon. So, realistically, I was 20 points of damage away, +10 movement. Not the greatest. This Ruins would have been kill 3 orcs for a unit. But, yeah, not entirely close. Yikes. All right. Oh, my bad. Yeah, someone caught that. I can't refigure. It's impossible to refigure. What was that? It was. The catapults are pretty gnarly. These should have been. This would have been. Oh God! It's still the block 7. Oh, it's swiftness. Oh, the werewolf. Never mind. Not even remotely close. Yeah, my bad. It's the monsters always face down. The dragon goes on top, and then the minotaur. These would have gone in here. Yeah. So let me. I'll get to that. But yeah, the monsters always face down because that's the one that's hidden in the mine, and then it's like what's guarding outside. Let's go back up. Get in the car sooner, says Tony. Though you are a man, the maximum amount of time required to pack for anything other than moving house is 7 minutes. Exactly. Did you pack games yet at least? I did. Go first, draw 2 cards of tranquility. When will you ever learn to not ask for what you want when rolling a die? I actually need to stop asking for what I don't want. Be like, don't give me that. Greg, you were asked for a swiftness towards the beginning. You got it. That should be all the luck you deserve this game. Nice. Hello, I guess that could work. How's it going? Not well. I would say hopeless. Exactly. Yes, Satchit's correct. But we are here for misidentifying enemies, colors, and numbers. And he just drew his second favorite dragon. Sajid, I would honestly consider keeping Arethi's motivation active and walk through there, get knocked out, and simply draw cards to rest. Ugh, Frost and Summoner Dragons are the worst. I thought the mines on the core tile said a monster, but you replaced the orc with the Draconum on top, says Tony. Correct. Greg messed it up. Won't matter. Yeah, it didn't matter. No, not at all in this run. Says D just says rip. Greg fixed the enemies on that mine, says Sajit. Greg is in full math mode now, no breeding allowed. Oh yeah. Greg was in like get through this because this is painful. Nope, but that monster would be manticores and Sajit needs that. Can you check the math on Ruthless? The math on Ruthless, yeah, it's influence 6. Done. It's is it per level? I think you're right. I think I messed up Ruthless too. This is what happens when I was just starting to play quick. I think two influence per level. Right. So it would have been, I would have needed 8 influence to do this, and that doesn't count because it's not interaction. So I, in theory, would have only been able to. So what I wouldn't have done, actually, there was no reason to use the illusions to get the white crystal, so I wouldn't have spent them, and then I could have spent the influence 4 just to get the magic familiars back. Would have been the better way to do that math, and then I would have had both of them available for the dragon. That makes sense. Thank you. Got him into a meeting. Says Tony, see you soon, Greg. Jesus says brutal. Yay. Look at the time for temporal portal. Says Sagitt. D just need 4 more turns and 10 more deed cards. Sagitt, you can make the 2 core tiles happen in last round. You just somehow have to figure the other 4 in the first 3. Otherwise, you have to like this. Yeah, that's been my problem. Like that for the second day hasn't come together for me. Where if you're not done with 4 mines by that second night, you just don't have the cards or the attack or the movement. Like something's gonna fall short. I mean, especially I was all the way the frig down here. But I mean, I really think when I lost tempo on that first night when, ideally you liberate the mine early in that first night and then you're moved up and like potentially even explored some. It's almost like the way my hand played out, especially because I was like trapped by that diggers. I got totally stuck in that corner down here. All I could do was kill the diggers and liberate the mine. But now I'm stuck. I have to spend all the movement to get at the place to explore. So it to get to 2 mines in that second day was going to be really hard. I don't regret spending the 2 turns to recruit. I mean, these units were the only way I was going to have a chance to deal with the core tiles, but I just wasn't really in a place where I was going to be able to do much. Ideally that first day you pick up a unit on your way, or you burn down a mage tower on your way. You siege a mace tower on your way, you get a strong spell. Like none of that ever really came together. Yeah, just battle frenzy earlier would have been great instead of this movement skill. I mean, even like, what did I not take? I didn't take. Was it Puppet Master I didn't take the first time? I mean, Shamanic Ritual is really helpful. I do like Master of Chaos a lot. Yeah, I don't think the way the skills came out was really that great. I mean, the first 4 skills I was looking at, it was these 4, and it's just not. These are not my favorite 4 by any means. Where's Puppet Master? Puppet Master, where are you? Oh, it's over here. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't even think, did I have an option to take I must have just put it in the box for no reason. But yeah, because there's Puppet Master. At first glance, it's easy to mistake Puppet Master for Curse. Yeah, but I definitely screwed that up. That's hilarious. So yeah, like the monster should have been face down. The other card, the Draconis face up. Honestly, even with block 7, I would not have been able to block either. Which is where that magic familiar, if I had the block 8, that could have been better. But even then, like, you're not spending 14 points of block to block the werewolf. The werewolf is super bad. Like, I used to like it's just getting the werewolf early is just like, okay, here's 4 wounds. Because you can't do anything with that. Trying to block that dude is just an absolute mess. So it was like the werewolf, and then what was it, the lava dragons, and the lava dragon needed block 12. Yeah, good luck, dude. That was super rough. But yeah, it was a disaster. I got a little sloppy there at the end, so sorry about that. Sagitt, in this, the main issue was that you had the same number of tiles revealed end of round 2 as round 1. First night was terrible. Yeah, I just totally lost my tempo. We completely agree. D, just got time for one more? I don't. I need to get in the car. I do actually, but there's another game occupying your table right now, so TTS maybe? Nice. D just, I met Mr. Solo. I'm still folding laundry and would watch another try. Yeah, unfortunately, that is not in the cards today. I'm going to try this one more time. And I think I've done this with Goldix. I've done it with Arethia. I tried with Norwas, it was a disaster. I tried with Wolfhawk, it was a disaster. I tried with Krang with a disaster. Is this my 4th try? This might be my 4th try. That's my 3rd try. Did I try with Tovak? I can't remember if it's my 4th try or my 3rd try. I don't know. But I think I tried with Tovak, so I think the only one I have left is Bravelar. So I'll try with Bravelar. I'm not super hopeful with Bravelar. I just don't think, I think a lot of things are going to need to come together, but I've been surprised before. You know, Druidic paths can be really helpful in a scenario like this for sure. You know, the other thing too is like maybe just doing an errata and just, you know, doing the blitz rules for it, because this is just really proving pretty absurd. But I promise we'll do one more maze night. We'll do one more mind liberation try, and then I'll just kind of let it rest for a long time, and then we'll come back with you know, there's definitely the shades of Tesla scenarios I want to get back into. I've considered doing Volcarious Banishment on the channel. That's a very long playthrough though, so I'm not sure that's going to make the most sense. But stay tuned for that. You know, obviously Solo Conquest is still going to be knocking around. I haven't done a Volcarious Return in a while, so plenty of options. Fair. Cheers. Have you tried? You have tried Tovak as well. So yeah, I think this is my 4th, because I did Tovak, Wolfhawk, Norowas. So this is try number 4, and I probably, this is the least close I got. I just got so tied up in that first night. It was just an absolute disaster. Again, if those tiles were switched too, because remember, it was like, yeah, because the blue tile, the mine tile came out here. If it had been switched, I think that would have been that's a much different run, because then I get the mine there, and then I can kind of, you know, you look at that spacing. If every other tile was the same, that spacing really opens up. Where's the blue mine? Where are you, mine? Yeah, here we are. So if those two are switched, I get the blue mine perfect. We have all this open land, so movement would have been nothing. So I can liberate the mine pretty easy. We do the diggers. Because remember, the first thing I did at that round was I moved 8. And I wouldn't have had to move 8. I would have been able to just get right to it. I would have moved 3. We liberate, do the diggers, get there, and then I explore. We have these two right next to each other. I mean, that's a doable thing. It's just as simple as those 2 tiles being flipped in the stack. That would have really given me a very, very good chance. This is it's kind of a disaster. But if you think about it this way, if these are, because I had to approach from over here, so then I had the red. If these were like that, I could then kind of game it a little bit and be like, all right, well, I could have more of a choice of where I want to put these core tiles. Because now I could say, all right, well, let me do this. I'll come over here. Is that the coast? I think that's the coast. That's still a rough entry. What I might have done actually is something like this. Nah, that's too far out of the way. Still, that's a really rough entry. Coast is over here. I mean, if I come here, that's not. Shoot. If that's the coast, that's still a problem. I still would have had a major problem in how to put those core tiles out. Whereas I often do like to have some kind of weird formation coming out, so that you can kind of maybe loop around a little bit, get a more of a northern approach to the red city tile is usually better. But who knows? It's tough. You need a lot of things to work out, and clearly they did not. I mean, I was almost. I mean, seriously, if Aretha had pulled another red card on her 3rd turn, I probably would have quit right in that 2nd round and redone it then. But I still had some illusion of trying to make it work at that time. Bravelar may prove okay if you get the triple range cold fire skill early. Maybe also some of the movement stuff. Don't know. In my later tries, I actually started exploring more to the left up north, and then moving down southish for the cores. It can work out. Yeah, I could see that for sure. I'm still like righty dominant. I mean, I right lefty, but I for some reason I always kind of tend to go to the right in playing games. So yeah, it would make a little more sense. But I went to the right this time because then I had a mine off to the right to start the game. So I think that really did kind of set me up to just kind of naturally lean more that way. But it's a tough one, but it's cool. We we play to lose the game or something. Or something like that. But this has been super fun. I hope everyone has an amazing weekend. It is a long weekend here in the States, so if you are celebrating uh, Martin Luther King Day, have a very reflective and fun and family oriented and community oriented weekend. That's awesome. So we'll be back next week. No live stream on Monday. Tuesday, I'm planning to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. So we got another Spirit Island, Horizon, the Spirit Island Spirit. I'm looking to get 2 Button Shy games on the channel. I'm going to do that in one video. They sent me review copies. The one is a super short little game, and then the other one is a very interesting, like, kind of legacy game of sorts. I'm just going to play like the intro scenario to that. So that's Wild Tales and Fishing Lessons. So thank you for Button Shy for sending me 2 more review copies. We have what else do I have next week? I don't know. I have to look at the schedule. I want to get Set of Watts back on the channel. I know I'm going to finally get back to Too Many Bones and to Cloudspire. So I will have a couple of new gear locks on the channel next week. So lots of exciting things coming up. And then in the weeks to follow, again, more review copies, more stuff. As I said, I got Valrath and Gloom of Kilforth coming in from All or Nothing Games today, so I'm super excited to dig into those. So lots of really cool things on the channel. Still got a couple of Steamforged products knocking around that now that I'm done with Resident Evil, I need to dive into those as well. But do consider this: if you have the skill to draw cards, you may actually just walk across the 2 dragons on the Red City tile and not care about getting knocked out. I did that in my Arethia playthrough, and that was pretty awesome. Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, it's definitely something to keep in mind. I mean, if you go back to my first times I featured Mind's Liberation on the channel, it was with Arethia, and I had the Red City, and I just walked through, got knocked out. So yeah, if you have the motivation skill, what Saj is saying is you go through, you take a bunch of wounds, you get knocked out, but it's fine. You don't get knocked out until after you move. So now you end up in the Red City. You can do your motivation skill, draw 2 cards, and then rest. So you rest your next turn. Now you draw. Now you draw up to a full hand. Plus, you have the +1 hand bonus from the Red City. It's something to consider. What was really jacking up that idea here was the fact that I would have had to take an attack of opportunity from the catapult, and then additionally had to take attacks of opportunity from the dragons. But who cares? Because if I just take a bunch of ones from the catapult, it doesn't knock me out, and then I just move again the following turn. Now I have 14 wounds in my hand. Who really cares? I can rest, get rid of them all. Yeah, it's a really strong. It just seems like such a cheesy way to play it, but like I think that's totally right. That is how I won a lot of my early games, was doing stuff like that with motivation, taking a bunch of wounds, but then I had getting knocked out using motivation and whatever. So it's a tactic I haven't used in a long time. So going back to it always feels weird. I mean, I think the last time I used it was probably when I did the Mind's Liberation with Arethia. That was a recorded playthrough. Sajid, this has been great. Same as always. Looking forward to next week's content, except Spirit Island. I love it. It's funny. We all like the cheese. I mean, yeah, give me some brie, a little pepper jack, a little mozzarella ball, the Italian in me coming out. But so this is cool. It's been real, y'all. We'll get the 3rd camera up and running again next time, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully I was better at like putting the cards out and presenting them. So maybe the camera is like becoming redundant. I don't know. I'm always open for feedback. I'll always tweak. It's what I do. Cheers, man. Go pack and drive safe. All the best. All the best to you as well. It's a good place to end. Thanks for joining me. And until next time, happy gaming.
Solo.